Good to have you here. This is going to be a general reading for Scorpios, and keep in mind this isn't going to resonate with everyone. This message is going to be for a specific group of Scorpios, and I structure my reading so you know within the first minute or two if this reading is going to be for you or could possibly resonate for you. If it does, just keep watching. We'll do the full reading, and if it doesn't, just check back a little bit later on in the month for another Scorpio reading. So without further ado, let's just get started and jump right in. Okay, so Scorpio, this reading is going to be for Scorpios. This reading is going to be for. Okay, Scorpio. So this reading could possibly be for you if you are dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. Also, possibly a Pisces. But what I'm seeing here is that if you're dealing with someone who's been really, really inconsistent with you and is really, really trying your patience, you're not sure exactly where the relationship is going or if you should continue to even try to invest in it because they're so wishy-washy, it looks like this reading could possibly be for you. So let's get into the reading. If this isn't your reading, again, feel free to check back in a little bit later in the month for another reading, and that may resonate a little bit more with you. So let's do the full reading and see exactly what's going on with this person that you can't quite get a reading on, really. You're not quite sure why this person is like this with you. And you've been trying to make this situation work with them with that Temperance card. Let's see what's going on here. Energy here. Let's see what's going on in this particular situation. Okay, so right off the bat, Scorpio, this is really very, very interesting because you are super, super conflicted when dealing with this person, because at the center of your reading, you can tell that there's something about this person that really brings you so much happiness and joy, so much emotional happiness. There's something about them that you can really kind of see a long-term relationship with, and they do something for you emotionally that maybe you haven't experienced in a while. I would also like to keep in mind that with this Ten of Cups as the current energy, this could be in a situation with someone who you're married to, or this person may be married. There's some kind of really strong energy involving long-term commitment here, and they could already be involved in something like that. Because even though they bring you this emotional Ten of Cups energy, your challenge is the Sun, is having real clarity on where this relationship is going, or where this situationship is going, because it's reiterated here in your reading in the past energy, and there's really, really a lot of strong fire sign energy here, especially Leo. But of course, I also see Sagittarius and Aries here as well. So in the past, it's still reiterating that this person's been in and out of your life for a while. And it doesn't matter how happy you are when they're actually physically with you, they come in and then they head right back out. And it puts you in this space where you worry about whether you are shortchanging yourself. And you have to protect yourself. I'm seeing here with, you have 2 9s here, which is the step before completion here. But both of these 9s, you've got the 9 of Swords crowning your reading, which is a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. This is a person that brings you a lot of worry. And then you've got the 9 of Wands at the base here. You feel like you have to defend yourself emotionally from this person because they're constantly going in and out. So you're not sure if they're ever going to not necessarily settle down, but that they're going to make a decision here. Now, in the near future, you've got the Page of Wands, and so the Page of Wands can represent some news. A lot of times, and I'm really curious as to what this news is about. I really want to clarify it, but I'm going to keep this concise. But there's some kind of news that could possibly come in, or if it's not news, it's kind of a re-sparking of maybe a fire that you put out, because I see that energy where they come in and they light that spark within you, and then they go back out, it's extinguished, and then as soon as you get that text, as soon as you get that call, it really sparks something deep within you. Now, in the advice position, you got the Justice card. And this Justice card in your emotions is telling you that you really need to use your head in this situation, not rely on your emotions or how you may feel, but you really got to consider and think about whether this situation is what's best for you in the long run, because it would be different if this person was coming in and out of your life and that was all you wanted from them and you didn't want anything more from them. They would be fulfilling the need you have for them in your life. But if they're not fulfilling those needs and you want more, you've got to use this Justice energy to really weigh the pros and cons of the situation. And it's your responsibility to make sure that there are more pros and cons when you're dealing with someone in a relationship. And you have to look at that objectively with this Justice card. Now, externally, you've got the 6 of Wands. So when this person leaves, it looks like they're having a good time. They're getting a lot of attention from other people, or if they are married, if they're telling you that they're unhappy in a marriage, that's a lie. They're getting a lot of attention and their emotional needs met elsewhere, which is why it's so simple for them to come in and out. They don't have that desire or need for you to fill their cup emotionally. They get enough of that elsewhere. And if they're not married, they're getting it just elsewhere from other potential partners or suitors or whomever. Now, in your fears, hopes and fears, of course, this is more than likely a fear. You've got the 3 of Swords. So you're fearing that either you're going to stop hearing from this person, which I don't see happening. I see that as long as you keep the door open, they're going to keep coming back through it. But, or that you fear like eventually you're going to get your heart broken in this situation. And looking at your reading here, that is most likely what could happen here. If we're going to use this Justice energy and apply it to everything that I'm seeing here and feeling, this is a justified fear in that your heart could be trampled over by someone who just doesn't value this connection the way that you do. In the outcome, you've got the 2 of Pentacles, so this person is going to keep juggling you if you allow them to. That's just kind of the bottom line with their energy, but you have a choice in whether you want to keep your balls in the air or not. If you want to be one of the balls that they're juggling or not, you have that choice. And I think that we've all been in situations like this, but once you decide to tap into this justice energy and figure out what you really, really deserve and want. And a lot of times when you think about it critically, not emotionally, but critically, there's a lot about this person that you wouldn't ultimately want in your Ten of Cups relationship, that you wouldn't want with the person that you would want to settle down with. So I hope that this reading was helpful for you. And if you have any comments, I'd really be curious to see how this resonated with you. Just leave the comments below, and thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.